welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're a returning friend. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. Welcome to the crazy show. This shouldn't be a long video today, hopefully. I don't expect it to be. I don't have too much to show. I do have some haul. I have Stitchy Kindness that I forgot about last week, so I'm going to show that. And then I have WIPs, obviously. So we'll do WIPs first, as we usually do. Oh, and we have a finish. We all know what it is. If you've been here before, you know what I finished. So now that's two finishes for the year. One was a medium, one is a large, so if anything, wink wink nudge nudge, there might be a kind of sister piece to the Cryptid SAL, so we'll see what size that is. There's been talks about it. The Witchy Stitcher has talked about it, so. Anyway, that being said, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show today is what I'm currently working on. Oh, by the way, before we do this, I finished my January WIP Go. Somehow I pulled it off literally on January 31st. So we'll talk about that, but we're going to get into the things. So the first thing, like I said, I'm going to show you is what I'm working on now. This is Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms World Map. I know, I've been stuck on this, I feel like, this piece. It's just really fun to stitch on. Which is funny because I'm doing this as a SAL with Kaylee and a couple of other people have joined in on the SAL, but it's funny because Kaylee was like, I don't want to work on it, and I'm like, I don't want to stop working on it. So, and it's really fun because we have a hashtag. It's #WhereInTheWorldSal on Instagram, and there's a bunch of people who are using the hashtag, so it's really fun to see all of the posts. Anyway, hopefully you're seeing what it is. It's Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms World Map. The artwork is by Aimee Stewart. It's charted by HAED, and I think I'm at 2,900 stitches or something like that. The goal is in February to get to 4,000 stitches. So I had, at the beginning, well, yesterday, I had 1,300 stitches to do to get this there, and now I'm closer to 1,000 stitches. I think I'm almost at 3,000 stitches. So here is, it's in the hoop still, but here is where it is now. As usual, I'm really shiny for whatever reason, so ignore that. But that's where it is now. I did 200 something stitches yesterday. This one goes much slower because it's very confetti heavy, but it's really fun. I love confetti, so I'm here for it. We have Steel City Stitchers. I leave tomorrow for Steel City. I'm not bringing this one. I'm going to bring my 4 WIP Go calls for the month with me. That's probably all I'm going to bring, I think. We'll actually decide that tomorrow morning because I'm probably not leaving until around 11 o'clock, maybe a little earlier than that depending on what the traffic looks like, but because it's a Thursday, I don't expect there to be a whole bunch of traffic in the middle of the day. So anyway, that's where we're at, and then hopefully there's going to be a comparison photo up here somewhere. It's not going to look too different. Like I said, I've only put in 200 something stitches, so it's not crazy different. And this is in a beautiful bag that I didn't bring up here because I'm currently working on it, so it's not staying in its bag right now. It stays in the hoop until it gets to 4,000 stitches, and then it gets taken out. Okay, this is haul that I'll show later. Okay, and then next in the bag is one of my January WIP Goes that I busted out the stitches on. It is in this beautiful, as I was talking about Kaylee, beautiful bag that Kaylee made for me. It's beautiful. It's got a dog drinking wine, and it also has a gentleman with the fancy top hat in the inside. Sorry about the hoop and the glare, but He's got his fancy top hat. It's the awesomest bag. I love this bag. It's an amazing bag. Anyway, if you didn't know what was in here, it's my dog's piece. This is Dogs. The artwork is by, I have it written down. I could just look. Oh, my mom's calling me. Hold on one second. I hope this isn't going to be one of those days where it's like every 5 minutes I have to stop the video. Anyway, this is a pattern by, it's Dogs. The artwork is by Howard Robinson, and the chart is by Mystic Stitch. So, I am converting this one over to my diagonal. Who knows how long that's going to last for, but for now, that's what I'm doing. So here is where we are. Sorry about, I know if you're one of those people that can't stand parked threads hanging everywhere, you're not going to like my channel because they are literally, unless it's not full coverage, you're gonna see parked threads everywhere. But as we can see, I was going down this way, so I did start this dog like a while ago, but then I decided to come back up here and start diagonal stitching until I get to like the point where I'm diagonal stitching like the whole way. So then now we're up here with this dog. Can anybody guess what this is? Wait, you saw the picture. Never mind. Don't guess what it is because you already know. But it is a German Shepherd. I couldn't tell what it was at first. I was like, what is this dog going to be? At first I thought it was like a corgi when I was only seeing like that much of the ear. I was like, oh, it's a corgi because they have little like spiky ears. But then I kept going and I was like, this ear is a lot bigger than a corgi's ear. So it is a German Shepherd. I think at this point, I don't necessarily want to name it yet. If you're new to my channel, when I pull this one out, if we get to a new dog, we name the dog. This one is Dante. He's adorable. He was my first dog that I stitched. And then this one, her name is Kiera, and she is not fully done yet, but she is a she. And then we'll have to decide what gender this one is going to be before we name it, but I'm done for the year. I'm not going to be pulling this one back out, I know, for the rest of the year because it was called on WIPGO and I have all of my full coverage pieces on there one time unless they are one of my SALs that I'm doing with friends. Those get stitched on every month. So this one got like almost 2,000 stitches done on it, and now it's going to go away for the rest of the year. And then next year when we pull it out, we can maybe genderize this dog and give it a name. So that's where we're at. I'll give you a little close-up. So we'll see. We'll see. But this one is done for the year. For now, I don't necessarily know if that's going to be the case the whole year, but as of right now, that's the way my brain's working. Is I'm trying to stick with WIPGO. So I finished this one. This is the last WIPGO I had to finish. And I did on literally like Thursday. No, what was the last day of January? What's today? Wednesday? Monday? Monday night. I knocked out like 800 stitches or something. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Okay, then the next piece that was a WIPGO piece that I did finish my stitches for. You saw this last week, I believe. I had only just started working on this, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But I got quite a bit more done on it since then, I think. I don't actually know. You'll see comparison photos. You always see comparison photos because I am no good. Oh, with the dog's comparison photo. I'm not sure that's the last picture you saw because I'm not sure that you saw when I started working on the diagonal. I don't know if that's the accurate photo, but that's the one I have in my phone. So that's the one we're going to use. I know this one's accurate though. So this is Apocalypse Princesses, The artwork is Tess Fowler, if I'm not mistaken. I'm starting to memorize. Because I'm saying them more often, I'm starting to remember what they are. And the charting company is Paine Free Crafts. Right? Yeah. So hopefully you saw what it will look like. And this one's done for the year 2. It was called, and it's only on there once because it's not a piece that I'm working on with anyone. There's no hashtag related to it. So here is the really fun moment. There's a bunch of white stitches that you can't see when I get really close to the camera, which is fine because I don't want you to see the white stitches. They're gross and grimy, but it's fine. Do you see this little bit right here? Those are Mulan's fingers, like where she's sticking her hand up. Yes. Very excited about it. But yeah, that's just mostly border. And it's done for the year. I think I put like 3,000 something stitches in this for the year. I think that's, maybe it's even more. I don't know. I don't remember. But we started with a bunch. We're at, I think the goal for this one was to get to 1.25%, and the goal with dogs was to get to 7.5%. And we did it. We made it. I meant exactly 1.25% and exactly 7.5%. Because I was like, look, the month is almost over in January. But, and then here's the comparison photo. Okay, and then we have only one more piece, and it is my finish. Sorry for the crinkling. That bag was falling on me. Okay, this is my love, my favorite. It's one of my favorite pieces right now. Like, I'm sad that it's over, but I'm also not really sad that it's over. You know, that moment. I'm really excited about it, but I don't need to put up I wouldn't put up a, like, here's what it'll look like photo if I had one, but I don't. And this was really fun. This is Cryptids, the Cryptid SAL. It's like called like Creepy Cryptids or something like that, but we all just call it the Cryptid SAL by the Witchy Stitcher. And the last release, so you all saw it mostly finished last week. I only had one spot left. And the last release, she gave us 3 options. She gave us one that I can't remember because I was never going to do it. She also gave us Bigfoot, or she gave us the Goatman. And I was like, what am I going to do? Because I love the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot was so cute, and I was like, oh, I really want to do Bigfoot. But I live in Maryland, and we have a Goatman in Maryland. So I was like, I need to do the nod to my home state. Like, how do you not? So I ended up doing Goatman. And here is the finished piece. Look at it. I love it. I mean, you don't have to look at it if you don't want to, but I just can't. I'm so in love with this piece. It was so fun to stitch. It was my first Mystery SAL, and I was spoiled because this is amazing, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do another Mystery SAL. Well, it wasn't my first Mystery SAL. I did do the, oh my gosh, Story Stitches SALs, but I didn't pay for those. This is my first, like, paid for one, so it feels a little different because it wasn't just free. And if I didn't like it, like with the Story Stitches SAL, if I didn't like it, I didn't have to do it because I didn't pay for it. But this is what I paid for, so I really wanted to love it, and I do. So let's get a little close-up on Mr. Goatman here. Amazing! He's so cute. I love him. And I might end up doing just like a small of Bigfoot, maybe. She also gave us a free little pattern of the Cone of Doom, which is amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the Cone of Doom is like the big cone of 310 that you pretty much have to buy if you're going to do Witchy Stitcher patterns, because they almost all require like a butt ton of black. So we call it the Cone of Doom over there. And I do own one. Technically I own a baby Cone of Doom because it's not the like really, really big one. It's the like kind of smaller one, but it's still technically the Cone of Doom. So, oh, I love this. The fabric is Picture This Plus Cyprium. It's 36 count linen, and I did this 2/2. Mostly, some of the back stitch is 1, but some of it's 2. It really depends on what it was called for. But all of the stitches are 2/2. I'm so excited about this. I can't stop looking at it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Like, I don't know how I'm going to finish it. I'm tempted to even just get this, like, professionally framed because I love it that much. And most patterns, if they're not full coverage, I frame them myself. But I'm, like, really tempted with this one to get it professionally framed. I don't know. And I guess I'll include a comparison just so you can see, like, the one spot that was left. I don't know. But yay, for another finish. That'll be probably, maybe the last finish of the year. Not sure. No, there'll be one more finish. I'll finish the Story Stitches SAL eventually. That I should have finished forever ago because it's like literally like 200 stitches left, but I just haven't. And that means there will be another small finish for me. So I have 3 spaces for 2 smalls and 1 medium, 1 small, and 1 large. So I'll have all of the spaces filled. Okay, let's do Stitchy Kindness really quickly. So I totally forgot that while I was in Mexico, on my birthday, I got an email from HAED. And I was like, what is this? I was racked, Random Act of Kindness, a pattern by a really good friend of mine. I met her in South Carolina when I was down there. We went to Fire Puppies together, and it was amazing. This is Tamara. She is PD Stitcher here on YouTube, and I'm just pulling up, if I can ever find it, the pattern that she sent me. If I can find it. What is it called? It starts with a G. Where is my G's? Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try a different route. Oh, my dog. Hold on. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to stop, and all you have to hear is that little bit. Nope. Jax? Hush! Hush, hush, hush! Okay. I promise I'm finding it. Okay, I know what it's called, too. So I can just type it in and find it, but I just needed to find it. Okay, I found it. This is, the pattern is called Glacial, and it's by Rachel Tallamy. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Look how beautiful it is. I don't know if it's, I might just insert, no, that's pretty good. It is beautiful, and it's very apropos for the month I was born in. Oh, January, but literally it's beautiful, and I am excited. I don't know when I'm going to start it. Probably not for a while, but I'm going to start this one for sure. And the Red Barn by the Cross Stitch Studio, even though I have already got one Cross Stitch Studio going. Fine. Okay, so that's my, I think, my only Stitchy Kindness that I forgot about last week, but I remember this week. Okay, and then the last thing is my haul, and this is my Fabric of the Month from Bestitch Me for January. So I'm in the Color Club and the Neutral Club. I get I get 32 count linen for both. And the Neutral this month, I will fold these back up, but I like to unfold them at first. The Neutral this month is called Coconut Shell, and oh my goodness, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, like literally it reminds me of a coconut shell. Pretty much accurate, but beautiful. So pretty. I love their modeling. I'm one for like, I love wild modeling. Yeah. Or as my friend says, marbling. You know who you are. Marbling? It's marbling. No. I mean, yes, I guess you could call it marbling, but I call it modeling. Okay. All jokes aside. The color of the month. Oh my goodness, I could die. This is beautiful. The color of the month. Ooh, can we just... Oh my gosh. It's called Periwinkle. I love this color. This is a beautiful, like, blue with purple. It is beautiful. Literally beautiful. Oh my gosh. Yes. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, but I want to use it right now. Like, it is beautiful. Ugh. Anyway, artwork. Her fabric is, sometimes I'm just like, your fabric is artwork. I feel like I could probably actually use this one for one of my, is it cross-stitching art? One of those ladies that I have a bunch of. So, we'll see. I think that's everything, guys. Done. Yeah, so anyway, I go to Steel City Stitchers Retreat literally tomorrow. I leave tomorrow. I am rooming with Corinne and Colleen from Grace Notes Stitchers. If you don't know about them, go find them. Their Facebook is linked below because they have Grace Notes Fabrics. It is one of my favorite companies, like fabric companies, and Be Stitch Me. I love those too. And I am really excited. I hope the drive is not going to be too bad. It's supposed to get kind of yucky tomorrow, weather-wise, so we'll see how it goes. And my husband keeps on saying, make sure you're careful on bridges, because there was a bridge in Pennsylvania that collapsed. So there's that. Maybe I will just try to not drive over bridges tomorrow. Just, you know, for fear of it collapsing on me. Nobody died in the bridge collapse. Apparently people were injured, but nobody died, so that's good. But I'm just like, okay, maybe I won't go over any bridges. Maybe I'll just try to drive around the bridges. Take the long route. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm super excited. I am going to bring my 4 WIP Go calls, which were, let me actually talk to you about WIP Go, because it's February 2nd. So the WIP Go calls this month, I have 2 boards. One is my Pattern Keeper board, and one is my non-Pattern Keeper board. So on my Pattern Keeper board, my calls were Yukukazi, which I'm not necessarily going to show them on here because you'll see them when I start working on them. But the calls were Yukukazi and Queen of the Night, which is one of my SALs. So that will that would have gotten stitched on no matter what this month. But I'm going to do all of my other like pieces, and then I'll start working on that. And then I'll just keep working on that until the end of the month, if like I have time. Worst case, it gets its normal 1,200 stitches. So if it gets 1,200 stitches, it can get marked off, but it will continue to come out every month. Is essentially how that goes. And then on my non-Pattern Keeper board, Mermaids of the Deep Blue was called, which I don't know how I feel about that because I'm still really annoyed at that pattern. It's been away for like 2 or 3 years now because I got really frustrated, and it was called because I finally put it on my board. I haven't put it on my board ever. So I finally put it on. I was like, fine, I'll work on it. It's only going to get worked on for 5 hours max. Like, that's it. That's what my board calls for, and I'm not doing more. unless I start loving it again, but I don't know that's going to happen. And then the other one that was called on that board is Stay Away from the Cauldron. So that is a Witchy Stitcher pattern. And then Mermaids of the Deep Blue is a Mirabilia. Yukikaze is by Nami Thomas Illustrations. And Queen of the Night is by Thread Geeks. So, yeah. And then I'll do all of my SALs, but I'm not bringing those with me to Steel City. Or as Colleen likes to say, what was it? SCSR? I don't know. Super excited to see them. Super excited to meet people. If you are there and you watch me and you know who I am, please come and say hi. I'd love to have a chat with you. I'd love to. I will probably be with Corinne and Colleen most of the time, so, and you probably know them as well. If you watch me, more than likely you watch them. We have a pretty similar viewership. But yeah, come say hi to us. We'd love to have a chat with you. We plan on going out to lunch and dinners and things, so if you'd like to come, please do join us, unless we get snowed into the hotel. But we will be going out to dinner, I think, tomorrow night with Carla from Craft Addict K. She lives like 30 minutes away. She didn't get into the retreat. She's a slacker. No, I'm just kidding. But she didn't get in, so we are going to go have dinner with her, get to meet her in real life. Yeah, super excited. Anyway, I have rambled on for the last, 5 minutes since we actually ended the video. So, anyway, I will maybe take clips and things. I will definitely take pictures, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take any clips during the retreat, because I don't film on my phone, and I can't, more often than not, my phone won't let me upload videos to my computer because my computer is old and it can't handle anything except for like filming on its own. So I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I will talk to you guys next week. I hope that you have a really good weekend. I know I will. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.